What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Double Crown Talk Time here on youtube.com/doublecrowns. Jesus.
Games.
Double Crowns. Made it plural, though. It's not plural. It's Double Crown Games. Easy to remember. My name's Richard.
I'm Matt.
And this is our weekly show where we talk about video game stuff. Usually news, otherwise not news. Maybe reviews from time to time. That's probably pretty much basically what we're doing this week. But we'll probably just argue. Because that's what we do when we talk about Dark Souls. DSLEO, I'm looking for you in the comments. If you like this, remember to subscribe. We got shit coming every single week. And soon, I start my second new job. Well, old new job. And then we'll have... Yeah. And then we'll have a... I'll be able to, like, figure out when I can and can't sleep. Things like that.
And we'll get back
things will get back to normal. So... But otherwise, this you guarantee you get this every Friday. No matter what. It's not like anyone watches our Let's Plays anyways. At least the Alien Nation ones.
Yeah. I don't think we need to go back to that.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Let us know in the comments if you want us to. But the last like 3 episodes have 2 views. So.
Yeah, and they're all us.
Yeah, setting annotations.
There's just so many other games that I would rather play through right now.
True.
That have come out more recently than 4 to 6 months ago.
Yeah. So at any rate, I don't know. I mean, what have you been up to? I mean, it's pretty much what we're talking about today.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 1.
A lot?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't see everything you do.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Past 2 days, I was consumed with Dark Souls DLC, which we'll get to in a minute, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Watched the Apple conference today. The reveal.
I did not. I knew about some of the review. I knew about some of the stuff, but
it sounds. I'm not pleased.
You seem too upset to care, or for me to. I don't know. I don't think you should care as much as you do. But
it's worrying because if it trends this way on like the MacBook Pro side, I'm wondering what they're going to work on for the Mac Pro side.
I mean, they probably won't do anything for the Mac Pros. I mean, it took them like
4 years,
5 years, yeah, just to upgrade to the trash cans. So the trash cans were the beginning of this trend, I'd say. So that's why I'm not surprised by anything that they're doing. That's all become more consumer and less professional based since the trash cans. So
what are you doing, Tim? What are you doing, Tim Cook?
I mean, what's his fuck was alive when the trash cans came out? I'm pretty sure.
He was in bed. He was like, I'm tired.
That's He died on my 21st birthday.
Yep, that was a good night.
we ate pizza at Weber's,
and then the news came on.
Yeah.
It's like, old Jabbo's dead.
Old Jabbo's dead.
That's what they call him.
Anyways.
What about you? What have you been up to?
I played a little bit of Dota here and there. Started my new job. I'm working overnights. So if you ever want to chit chat in the middle of the night, hit me up in the comments. We'll make a Discord and have a good talk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I played the Dark Souls DLC. So.
Which is what the topic is today.
Yeah. I haven't played anything else really. I beat Arkham VR. Batman Arkham VR is really, really good.
I keep hearing it touted as one of the best VR games on the PS4 right now.
It's exclusive. Also, on November 8th, there's a game coming out for the Crytek game is coming out. Robinson the Journey or whatever the fuck. It's like a 6-hour long adventure game. Pretty interested in that. It's $60, so I'm gonna wait and see how the reviews go. Yeah, when we get paid tomorrow or tonight, if my check comes through, I don't know with this new job.
When
if I get paid, I'm gonna buy a couple other little digital VR games.
I know you were looking at Eve Valkyrie. I don't know if that's still the case.
Eventually, yeah. I'm not gonna pay $60. I want to buy some of the smaller games that I can kind of hop between. So like, Thumper, Job Simulator, maybe some Rez. I don't know. We'll see. Job
Simulator looks cool. Yeah. There's also the scary one.
Here They Lie or Here Lie the Things. Yeah, but see, I can't even play the shoot 'em and jiggle bang, the Rush of Blood right now. So I ain't gonna worry about another horror game. You know what I mean?
You just gotta play it right when you wake up so that you get jazzed for the whole day, the whole night, rather.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I wake up at night, so it's like super scary. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about the Dark Souls 3 DLC today. I guess we want to call it a review.
Sure.
All right, let's call this a review, or you can just call it argument.
Let's start with the good.
The good.
You probably
It's
don't
called
have
Dark
as
Souls
much to
3
say.
Ashes of
Ariandel.
Ariandel. I pulled it up here so I wouldn't say it right because I just call it Ashes of Andriel. What is good? I like snow. Not as much as they put in it. Some of the new spells look cool. I did some PvPing in the duel arena today, and
I haven't done that.
I won. I wanted to do it just so that I could speak to it.
Yeah. How was that?
Stupid.
You didn't do the Dark Souls 2 arena, did you?
No. I
don't know how
I didn't buy
similar
the Dark
that
Souls
is.
2 DLC.
It wasn't in the DLC.
Oh, it was a free upload,
No, it was in the base game.
Oh, okay. Okay. So basically this should have been in the base game, which is
Meh. I don't think it was necessary. I think they were trying to steer away from that to try and separate it more from Dark Souls 2.
anyways.
But then everybody complained. They were like, "Where's our arena? I want a PvP."
Anyways. That's all I've got. Those are the good things about it. Some of the character models were fine.
I did like most of the enemies. The enemies I thought were pretty neat.
Yeah.
They're like, I was at the adequate level. I think I started at like level 83 and ended it around like 94. And I consistently felt like I was getting my shit pushed in. I was like, okay, cool. These enemies are tough. They're a little unpredictable at times, and their attacks are scary. Like, I felt fear.
The wolves
in the
never
game.
really bothered me.
No, the wolves were just kind of
spoilers,
like,
by the way. Sorry, spoilers. If you care, don't fuck off.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to talk about anything and everything in this. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the wolves did nothing for me. They were just like less aggressive dogs that like gathered together and surrounded you. Like, I don't know.
The only time they messed with me is the first time I encountered them.
Yeah.
Whenever like I was like, oh look, dogs, and I went up to them, and then they howled, and then there was like 12 dogs.
Yeah, I read there was a sign on the ground for me that said like beware of mob enemy or something. I was like, oh, okay. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, that was the only time that messed me up. Every other time it was just kind of like, okay, run in, kill the big
Yeah.
one so he can't call his friends, and then just look at the little ones and just go from there.
Yeah. Two hit 'em.
The really big dogs, those were
more fun to fight, but
Yeah.
again, really didn't bother me. I played a new game +3. My levels, I don't know,
197.
almost 200. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
I actually had this.
I wouldn't say that I was like too strong for what it was though.
Yeah,
I
it
did.
should have scaled adequately.
Yeah, it felt fine.
I actually had to go out and farm to level my weapons up. I just like sped run through part of the game
Yeah.
to
Sped run.
get
Speed ran.
Titanite scales. Yeah,
Sped run.
but yeah, that was. I did that for about an hour and then came back to it and beat the first boss, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I like the level design. It can be a little convoluted at times, but my sense of direction is fine.
Yeah. So the crow part was cool.
The village.
Yeah, so that's a good thing I can say. I liked that. The snow got old very fast.
Yeah, I can see that.
At the very beginning, it was like when it was like a blizzard and you couldn't really see anything. Like that was really neat. But once it wasn't a blizzard and you were just in the snow woods, I was
with
like,
the rolling hills and the bell.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, come on, like it. By the end of it, I mean, I don't know if you kind of want to talk about things in order or if you just want me to like divulge all my feelings, but like. I don't know. The snow got a little old, but the crow area was neat because it was different. You know what I mean? The Voldo guys, like those enemies were cool. Yeah, that
They're
area
super aggressive too. That area was like very Bloodborne-esque to me.
Yep.
Just because everything
So-
was like coming at you real hard.
Yeah, this I don't know. I have some theories about this in Bloodborne, especially after I fought the wolf boss.
Okay.
I think I like because I was talking about the fly monsters. I was like, these look straight out of Bloodborne. Like I honestly feel like the crows and those flies are probably assets out of Bloodborne that they didn't use.
I would believe it.
Yeah.
I would believe it.
So, but that's again, that's just me. But yeah, and that kind of bummed me out. Honestly, like it by the time I got to the end, I guess I'll just go through everything. When I beat the first boss or whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I went, and I was like, oh, I cut the bridge again. Great. Okay, we're doing this shit again. You climb down the bridge, and then I do the fucking like tree limb path. I'm like, oh, it's the Scalding Lake or whatever again. Mm-hmm. Cool. And I'm like, oh, there's crabs here again. Cool. Like, I'm like, I've been to this area, and it just looked different. And I'm like, why? Like, you didn't want to do this, did you? Like that. Like the whole thing just kept telling me like they wanted to do as little work as possible to put the DLC out. And I couldn't tell you why. And then I got to the end, fought the wolf boss, and I was like, well, it took me like fucking like 3 minutes to get from boss 1 to boss 2. Like there was no area between boss 1 and boss 2. There was no difference. It was just, oh, here's some ice and crabs. Now you're at boss 2. Oh, you beat boss 2, go PvP. Like it like felt like they wanted to find a way to either charge for the PvP or they wanted to not make the DLC, basically. Like they wanted to work on something else. But they were like, oh, we need to put out the PvP, so we might as well make just a short DLC and throw it in with that instead of doing a free update or something. That's what bothers me the most about it, is it felt like like half the content I felt like I'd seen before. And it felt like other than like the character models, I was just like, this feels like in a way kind of lazy, which was a bummer because the core game was really, really good, through and through. And this is just like a lot of it felt like I'd done it. I don't know. I
wonder if Miyazaki had moved on.
I assume so. That's what my assumption is. But it just like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it was a lot of deja vu. And then like, people complain about it being really short, and yeah, it was short. But then, and then, you were like, well, I count the time where I'm co-oping and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so you can argue that this DLC is 40 hours long because you can fucking duel in the arena for 39 hours. But like, outside of the crow part, like I can't really think of anything that like took time. You know what I mean?
The village was the longest amount
that was
of time.
Like the only area that I can like really think of. I mean, you have like the outdoor snowy area, so otherwise you have 2. But like, it was just really bizarre to me that like I didn't know where to find the wolf boss, so I just looked up the wolf boss's wiki page, and I was like, I just wanted to see like what area it went in, and then I'd go find it, and it was like, cut the bridge, and I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I didn't even think about that at first. Like I saw a video of somebody just like speed running from the top of the cliff to the bottom, and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that was an entire area because it looks so missable, so skippable.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I have with it is the bosses were incredibly easy.
Yeah, that too. Well, the whole thing, like I said, just like the Voldo guys, the crow dudes, those were the hardest part of the game. Yeah. Maybe the big Viking guys or whatever the fuck they're called, but
they were scary. If you get them one-on-one, they were fine. But yeah, the crow people were scary and hard. But like you were saying, well, I saw you tweeted this morning that the watchdog or grave warden, whatever.
Great Wolf. Let me pull it up. I pulled up exactly what this have. It's the
Grave Warden Great Wolf or something.
Fuck. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Oh. Grave Tender Great Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same moveset.
It's the same exact. Yeah, like.
What was it? Watchdog.
It's like Farron, it's the same asset as. I looked it up. Hold on.
We just call it Fire Dog.
Fire Dog, yeah, from Bloodborne. It's
It's the Watchdog of something.
Watchdog of the Old Flame or something like that, or the Watchdog of the Old Lords.
Yeah.
There we go. I looked it up for this video and completely forgot about it. Yeah, it's Watchdog of the Old Lords.
Because you said you didn't get hit.
No, I don't. I maybe once, and again, it may have been when I fought him in my playthrough. He didn't hit me once. I was like, because I had seen online that they were like, this is just the fucking like the watchdogs from Bloodborne with a wolf skin on it, and I was like, haha, those are probably just similar. And it was like beat for beat. I was like, holy shit! Because for those of you that don't know, I fought in the Defiled Chalice, Watchdog of the Old Lords, the Defiled Watchdog of the Old Lords, probably easily over 100 times fought him. So like
It was like 4 solid days.
yeah, it was well, maybe a week. It felt like a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
Of fighting that thing for hours and hours on end, over and over and over. And so, you know, you also have to factor in the time of grinding blood vials because we can only carry 99 at a time back then. So, yeah. So like that, like I was that really bummed me out. I was like, fuck, man. And that's like, again, like that's what I said. It just felt like kind of like soulless. And in a sense, thinking back to like the Dark Souls 2, where like once you got to the end, you kind of like it had that weird sort of like it's Dark Souls just for the sake of being Dark Souls kind of thing. Like that's what it was. And I was like, and I thought about it like even before then. I forgot there was a certain like enemy placement thing. It was like always the like, go get this item. Cheeky fucking like, we're gonna drop 3 enemies by you. And it happened like 3 or 4 times in the DLC, and I was like, I get it.
Haha, it is a trap.
Yeah, like I get it. Like I just assume everyone's a trap, and it always was. And I'm like, well, that's not the Bloodborne, or that's not the Dark Souls that I remember. So I don't know. Maybe it was all in my head.
Well, the last boss, or the DLC main boss or whatever, Scythe Lady, that felt very much so like Maria, especially in third phase. Whenever she's got those black flames, like it was pretty, but I was never scared for my life at any point.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like, okay, you fight the little lady, and then you fight the big chairman and the little lady, and then you fight Super Saiyan little lady.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like that's kind of what like let me down, is it just didn't, I don't know, like, and I pulled up the Old Hunters DLC for Bloodborne, which it's hard to compare them simply because Dark Souls is getting 2 and Bloodborne only had 1. So you're like, oh, theoretically maybe Bloodborne had twice as much time and had therefore twice the content. But like I'm looking at this shit and like
the Old Hunters was originally supposed to be 2 DLCs.
Was it?
Yeah. And they I forget who made the call, but they're like, no,
okay,
we can't split this
that
up.
sounds right. But I'm like looking at this and I'm like 15 weapons and shields, 5 new armor sets, 4 new spells, 1 new ring. And this had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new weapons. And I'm like, well, they don't even have shields. So like, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new guns, and then 3 new hunter tools, and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new sets of armor. And I'm just like, well, fuck. And like all these new runes. And I'm like, the weight of them, you know what I mean, is like total. And there's a $5 difference as far as if you want to factor in cost. But I don't know. Like it just, again, that just felt at the end, it felt like, and I knew I kept forgetting because I don't care about PvP. I like remember I was like, oh fuck, that's right. There's PvP in this. But I was like, they just wanted to sell me PvP at the end of the day. Like it felt like that's literally all what they wanted to do. And they wouldn't feel right just selling a PvP patch. So they had to put something in it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I felt at the end of it. I was just like, well, shit. Like I kind of like, I feel screwed in a way.
It's hard for me to compare the two because it's hard for me to compare Bloodborne and Dark Souls series in general, just because Bloodborne is like on such a high level of quality.
Yeah, but they come from the same people. I mean, you know what I mean? So like I think that's I'm not comparing their gameplay. I'm comparing like the DLC and design choices. You know what I mean? Like the Old Hunters was fucking amazing. Like the Old Hunters was like the first DLC I ever bought.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking awesome. There's like the bosses were hard. You had the 2 fish guys, which were a fucking like thing and a half. Like
I think that was harder for me than Fire Dog.
Like in fucking the Orphan of Cosm or whatever, or Cos, or however you want to say it. Like all that was so good. But like, and sure, like I like Bloodborne a lot more better in a gameplay sense, but that doesn't mean that the DLC automatically is better. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking about it in terms of like how much fun did I have, because of course I would have more fun with Bloodborne because I like the game more. I'm thinking about it in terms of like a value proposition sort of way. You see what I'm saying? And just like in a general like design sense of you know the enemies and the areas and what you explore and all that. So maybe we'll get the second Dark Souls 3 DLC will be completely single player focused and fucking awesome. I don't know. I wish. I feel like this DLC was in a way kind of marketed and sold as, you know, I know that they talked about the dual systems in the arenas and stuff, but like, I wish they would have been like, this is the multiplayer DLC, because I wouldn't have bought it, and maybe they knew that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like like if you want to do that, that's total. Like I am totally for like you want to do a multiplayer DLC and like to add arenas and shit, and you want to do like single player DLC where you have like 3-4 new areas, like awesome. You know,
that's it. I definitely agree with the fact that it's like a little bit of soulless, because like the wolf boss didn't even have a soul that you could turn into a weapon.
Yeah,
that's
right. That's fucking right. That's right.
So like thinking on that right now, they give you the item that lets you go to the arena and the dude's weapon.
Yeah.
So it's like basically not a boss.
Yeah. It's the entry. Then that's what kind of I guess I didn't think about that, but maybe that was like a subconscious thing for me, is that it didn't have a soul, because I remember getting it and I read the item description. I was like, oh, cool. Like I just got the key to unlock multiplayer. So like all of this was just to unlock multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what like let me down at the end, is there was no like. I did like you beat the boss in the Bloodborne DLC, and it like had a little story note to it, and you know it was all nonsense, but you know like it had a purpose. Whereas this was like, hey, you can go.
That was my biggest complaint.
You can
like,
go duel now. Here you go, man. You got what you wanted.
There's no end.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, congratulations, you beat the bosses.
It's like,
how about you look at this statue of Snake Lady?
No.
Who do you think that is? What? Lore.
Yeah.
Where's the lore, Vadi?
There's no lore in this. I'm only in this one. I'm slightly interested to see what he has to say, just to see like, what kind of bullshit what kind of bullshit he tries to string together to make lore, or if he's willing to admit that there's hardly any there.
There's a 20-minute video that covers the whole thing already.
Okay.
I fell asleep watching it last night.
Well, that makes sense.
He's just so soothing.
But yeah, I don't know. So I guess that's kind of my point, is I got through the whole thing and it was like basically like, congratulations, you've unlocked the multiplayer. Now go do the real DLC. And I'm like, no, like that's not what. No, don't.
I have a feeling they might go the 3 DLC route again.
3?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they've confirmed they're gonna do 2.
I thought they were just doing 2.
That's how much is confirmed. That's what the season pass covers, at least. I have a feeling they might do 3, just like Dark Souls 2.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I just based off of this alone, and I haven't seen any kind of like, we know some people that are like, oh, I've seen a lot of negative feedback. I haven't seen any. I'm the only one I know that feels the way I feel about it, honestly.
I think the negative feedback they're talking about is like people saying it's underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, it is, in my opinion. I don't know, but even then, like, it's just. I'm glad I didn't buy the season pass, because I will not be buying that DLC day one unless it is like telling me what's in it, because I don't.
I'm fine with my purchase.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll probably get it anyways, but I don't know. My initial thing was like, I'm not going to get the season pass because I'd rather spend more money and give them a little extra $1 and not save it.
Mm-hmm.
Save it now, I guess, but
that was their plan all along.
maybe. But I don't know.
The only thing we can see is where it's going to go, but it's not like super good if like I played through it, finished it, didn't touch the arena. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yep. I played 3 just so that I can say I did it. I won 2, lost 1. No, maybe I did 4. Maybe I won 3 and lost 1.
Mm-hmm.
No. Played 4, won 2, lost 2. But the third one, or the fourth one, did not count. So there's like a big like building in the middle, kind of like jutting out of the ground that you can run up on. And I would just run up to the top and squat. And like most of the people would just like run up and like shield spam at me, and like we just goof off and then we go down and fight. The last guy started throwing daggers at me. So
what a little punk.
So I rolled off and like lost all of my health. I took out half his health in one hit. Everyone that I hit, I killed in like 2 or 3 hits, but so that was cool. But Yeah.
I wonder what the level requirements are for that,
No
or
clue.
if they scale you down. But
I don't
I mean,
know.
you're still hitting really fucking hard.
I mean, that was two-handed charge up poke, so
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't fully charged up, but yeah, it was
Jesus.
but yeah, so I don't know. Ashes
And-
of Ariandel.
What would you rate it out of 16?
6.
Ooh, that's pretty low.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
That's less than 50%.
So it's a 50%.
Out of 16?
8 out of 16.
Oh, I thought you said 6.
I meant 8 if I said
Okay.
6. 5 out of 10 is what it equates to.
Now you asked me what I would rate it on my scale.
What would you rate it out of 4,365,000?
I'd give it 3 million flat.
Okay, that's really a lot.
It's like a 7.
Okay.
I'd put it around the 7-ish range. It was worth the experience. It was worth the money.
4,000,000.
You said 4,375,000.
65. 4 million. I gotta do the zeros right though. Trying to do it
There's
right.
3 after the 5.
1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you said divided by 3.
Yeah, 3 million flat. 3 and then 6 zeros.
I think I did 5 zeros. So
Either way, it's like a little less than a 7.
what about out of 10?
I'd give it
6.5?
I'd give it a 6.85.
6.5.
That's
That's a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know if it was that. I don't think I ever had that much fun with it.
I had fun. I had fun going through it.
I thought it was fine, which is like I gave it a 5. It's not bad, but it's
It's
literally-
everywhere except America. That is completely average.
yeah, like it's literally just fine. It's just more Dark Souls,
Mm-hmm.
and even then though, it doesn't feel right in my opinion. It feels weird, but maybe that's just because I've beat it and had negative feelings at the end. But there were,
See, you did it in an order opposite of me. I fought the wolf first.
oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that could be influence in it. Because if I ended with that wolf, I'd be like,
Are you supposed to fight the wolf first?
I don't know.
Oh,
I wanted to.
oh, okay. I didn't know you had an option.
You can do either way. I think the wolf is not obvious that it's down there.
No, it's not.
Mm.
No. Did you cut the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
I cut it on the wrong side first,
Me
and I was
too.
like, well, fuck.
I had to teleport over with the fire ramp.
So that's our thoughts.
Let us know what you thought down in the below, DS Louis.
If you've played it, tell us
DS
what you
Leo,
think.
not Louis. Shit, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Yeah. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. If you want more content of ours, just go over to our channel page, subscribe, and check out what else we got.
Yeah, well, we're just tell us in the comments below. We'll become a Dark Souls channel. We'll make up our own lore. If you ever want to hear my lore about Bloodborne, let me know. I made the first lore post in the Bloodborne subreddit before the game came out, and I said, "You can't prove me wrong." So this is the official lore until you can. And it was about a scientist fucking a wolf and like some weird shit.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good. I updated it.
Yeah, thanks. Everyone else downloaded it.
Yep. To
People
oblivion.
did not like me.
I'm surprised you still have karma after that.
Yeah, it's okay. I got a lot of Dota karma. Hey. You can catch me on Twitter. Catch us on Twitter. I'm at _Nablith.
I'm at.
No, I'm not at _Nablith.
You aren't. You aren't.
Ow.
You broke your thumb
I
just
did.
now.
I am at Nablith.
I'm at _Matthew Creek.
I guess the St. Louis Cardinals. They won a baseball game 5 years ago today.
Oh, that's good for them. Did they go to the World Baseball game?
I'm not sure. That actually hurt really bad.
You better go to the ER.
I'm going to go to the hospital, so we'll catch you later, guys.
Goodbye.